Well, hear ye, hear ye. There's a new ruler on the throne. It is a queen, not a king, and the move is breaking a 34-year-long tradition at medieval times.
And here to talk about the new show is the Queen of Hearts, played by New Jersey native Erin Zapcic. Your Majesty, thank you for being here today. We so appreciate it. You've been with the production now for 7 years. Did you ever think that the Queen would take center stage?
You know, it's one of those things that you hope for, but we change the show every few years at the castle. So in 7 years, this is now the third version of the show that I've been part of, previously playing Princess Leonor, Princess Catalina, and now playing the Queen. It's just a really, really exciting time.
That's fantastic. And we've seen video of, well, you've been to the shows in the past. I've never been, but I saw video of the Queen's, you know, there's a lot of horseback riding, and that's not even in your background.
It's not. They actually taught us how to ride, which was fantastic. We started with the horse back in October or November, 2-3 days a week on the horse, and it continues, you know, because it can change all the time. You want to make sure that you keep those horsemanship skills sharp.
So for a show that's so true to form, when you're going back to the medieval time period and seeing the progression to now, how has it been received within the company to see that you guys are, like, the women are taking over?
It's been really overwhelmingly positive. The audience reaction so far has been incredible. Just yesterday I was doing the show and a woman my own age came up to me and was in tears to be standing next to the Queen. She's like, the last time I was here there was a king, and as soon as I saw there was a Queen, she turned to her boyfriend, she said, we have to go. So that was a really special moment.
That's fantastic. One of my, I was reading that it was audience feedback that helped in the decision to make the Queen the Queen.
Yes. Well, as you can imagine, the size of the show that we do, we have 9 castles, and changing a show is an enormous undertaking. So we actually started with this about 18 months ago. So as far back as 18 months ago, we were seeing this guest feedback that they wanted to see more women in the show, so we are giving the people what they want.
And it's physically demanding. You're on this horse acting and trying to keep it together. I mean, what is that like?
It's a rush like I've never experienced before. You know, being backstage, previously we would be backstage but on the stage. Now I'm backstage with all the knights on their horses, and there's a different energy. There's just this excitement and nerves, and you know, I've been doing it for a month and I still get that nerve before we go out. And then you go out and you're surrounded by people. We seat up to 1,300 people in our arena, and to make that personal connection on the horse and just reach out and wave to the little girls in the audience, it's fantastic.
I bet you there are a lot of little girls and little boys who watch the show and they say, I want to do that. I know your background, you're an actress. So tell us the background of some of the people in the show.
Well, most of the people that are in our speaking show cast are also actors. In terms of the knights, I would kind of qualify them more as stuntmen kind of thing. I mean, some of them are actors as well. And then we have horse trainers. We also have a female horse trainer. So that's basically the background is you kind of come into medieval times and you adapt to your environment.
And it's a family-friendly show, too.
Yes.
There's a lot of action. It is action-packed from beginning to end. Explain to people that haven't been there before what it's like.
Well, we've got, I mean, beautiful purebred Spanish horses. I mean, the most beautiful horses you've ever seen. We've got knights on horseback with sword fighting and jousting. The knights are leaping off of horses, which is amazing. That still blows my mind to this day. And of course, the 4-course feast. And we've got a queen who's fully in charge.
Now, is the 4-course feast, is it that big food that we see in all the movies?
Oh, yeah.
Big turkey leg.
Wonderful. I love it. Tell us about the costumes. This is gorgeous.
So this is all brand new for this show. Anytime we change out the show, it's all new, top to bottom. So as you can see, I've got a new crown, which would be fitting of a queen. Previously, I wore a tiara, it's a little bit more demure. And then you've got this really elaborate cape here, which when I'm on the horse, it just drapes over the back of me. It's a beautiful picture.
Do you have a favorite moment in the show, so when we go to see it, we know that that's that moment that you relish the most?
Yes, there is a moment. I don't want to give too much away.
Okay.
But there is a moment towards the end of the show where the Queen has found that her authority is a little bit challenged, and she has to kind of stand her ground. And she basically says, no, I'm the one in charge here, and I'm going to be making the rules. And she lays it down, and the audience goes nuts every single show, and I get chills every time.
We're going to have to take some tips for that. So when we're in our house, I'm going to lay down the law. Thank you so much for being here. We can't wait to see it. You can find out more about the show times on our website, cbsnewyork.com. We're going to be right back.